Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we just look at the top news stories and rumors that you need to know, including, Erick Rowan thinks the Fiend can improve if WWE gives creative freedom to Bray Wyatt. Alexa Bliss got the most creative freedom in WWE working with Bray Wyatt. Snoop Dogg reveals how his AEW appearance affected his relationship with WWE, and more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling video. The character of the Fiend was a huge deal when it was introduced, holding the hands of Bray Wyatt. It looked like the Fiend is going to be the biggest and strongest build-up character in the WWE. But as soon as the Fiend faced Goldberg at Super Showdown PPV event of 2020, that was held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, before WrestleMania 36, the character was completely destroyed, and Bray Wyatt could never raise the Fiend back to its previous form. Rowan thinks the Fiend can improve if WWE gives creative freedom to Bray Wyatt. The Fiend is more of a meaningless jobber right now, where none of his storylines have any impact on anything. But why is the character Fiend failing? Is Goldberg the only reason behind it? Former teammate of Bray Wyatt, Redbeard tried to figure it out, when he featured as a gift on the Asylum Wrestling Store's virtual signing. He said, "In wrestling, it's very hard to be a serial killer because you can't keep dying, you know. Because you gotta come back for the sequels. When they burnt him to a crisp, it was like, oh well, what are they gonna do next? Because you can't burn him in front of a live audience anymore. No, but I'm a fan of it because, when I was wearing all the different masks, and I had all the different ones before the Bludgeon Brothers, I know I did Talking Smack, where I was a character that had multiple personalities, so I'm glad something like that is getting on TV because it's cool, but it's like, there's no right or wrong way to do it, and up there, you only have so much control of what you can be." Rowan said that the character can still be saved if WWE gives creative freedom to Bray Wyatt. So, if he can get enough creative control, it would work, but it's all up to booking too. If Goldberg can beat him in 2 seconds but Seth Rollins cannot beat him and throw everything but the kitchen sink at him, it doesn't make for a good watch. The recent storyline of the Fiend Bray Wyatt with Randy Orton was vastly criticized by the fans and the critics. Recent storyline featuring in with Alexa Bliss has even been more criticized. We hope Bray Wyatt will start to have some normal feuds soon. The saga revolving around Alexa Bliss's and the Fiend Bray Wyatt in WWE has been one of the most unpredictable storylines in recent memory. Starting all the way back in last year's, it's become even more interesting in the past few weeks, and fans seem to love the angle as WWE is dragging it forward. As always, we can never expect what'd be waiting for us next. As seen at WrestleMania 37, a new chapter was rounded for them as both of them is now in possession of mysterious powers. They will continue to showcase strength in weeks to follow while the pairing was originally innovated out of nowhere. The coupling of Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt was weird by all means, but then it was turned into something that pro wrestling fans couldn't help but appreciate. Apparently, Alexa Bliss also loved the way that WWE has been using her during this angle, where she also received much creative freedom. Sports Guys Talk Wrestling Show recently spoke to the 5-time women's champion about many subjects including the storyline with the Fiend. Little Miss Bliss doesn't know how the idea of pairing her up with this demonic character came about. She is also unaware of what to expect when working in a gimmick like that. To be honest, I don't really know whose idea it was to pair me and Bray Wyatt at first, because I was told that I was gonna do a little insert in the Swamp match that him and Braun Strowman had. Because I was Braun's mixed match challenge partner, and I don't think I was supposed to be anything more than that, but it kinda evolved into what it is now because you know. Braun and I did have a long history in WWE, and then we were able to kind of play off of that, and it worked really well, and it's been really fun, and it's been the most creative freedom that we've had in a sense, but it's also been one of the most challenging characters and the most fun, Alexa Bliss commented. The Fiend Bray Wyatt lost his scheduled match against Randy Orton on WrestleMania 37 Night 2, because of Alexa Bliss, who provided a distraction midway through the match. Orton took advantage of it and hit the Fiend with an RKO for the win. Following the biggest event of the year, Alexa Bliss explained her actions, saying that she used to be lost until she was rescued by the darkness. She said the Fiend taught her new tricks, but then the darkness was removed, and then she realized that she never needed the darkness at all. Now, she realized that she could do everything on her own before introducing her new friend Lilly to the WWE universe.
Boom!
Whenever the question of AEW comes up, WWE always maintains that they are not threatened with the former's existence. However, WWE indeed has some reservations when it comes to their rival. WWE Hall of Famer Snoop Dogg has the details on the situation. Not too long ago, Snoop, a WWE regular, some might say, appeared on AEW out of nowhere. Not only did he perform a remix of AEW superstar, EVP, and former WWE superstar Cody Rhodes, but he also performed a frog splash during the segment. Back then, reports claimed that WWE had no problem with Snoop Dogg appearing on AEW New Year's Smash. Yet, in a recent interview, the rapper revealed his actions had some repercussions. While speaking to Peter Rosenberg of Hot 97, Dogg revealed WWE felt some type of way, and even pushed pause on him for 2 weeks. Snoop Dogg confirmed he was on AEW just to promote a show, and there were no plans of him formally joining the promotion. Let me tell you this, Snoop Dogg ain't no wrestler. He's bigger than that, he said. You gotta understand that. This is the dynamics of what happened. I had a show on TBS called Go Big Show. So, Cody Rhodes was one of the judges on the show, and he's one of the top dogs at AEW. So, as a promotional vehicle for the gig, I went on AEW. Like we mentioned earlier, WWE was not happy with Snoop appearing on AEW all of a sudden. Although they could not cut him off due to a possible contract, they indeed blacklisted him. Right after the appearance, Snoop Dogg heard from WWE. Hey, you fucking with them. We got to push pause in your ass for a minute, said Snoop. So, I said cool. They pushed pause for about 2 weeks, and then they go, hey man, we got this video game and we need you. Snoop then also doubled his fees due to the pause. I said, you know what, since you all told me to push pause, that'll be double, Snoop said. He also confirmed he will be a part of the latest WWE video game, possibly WWE 2K22. Snoop Dogg has been a WWE regular and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016. He has made several WrestleMania appearances, including performing for his cousin, Sasha Banks, at the grandest stage of them all. Personally, I say, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button, and if you have something to say, please leave a comment.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Put me in the dark, so won't get lost now. To the moonlight, eyes you